Hi everybody. Welcome to Cupid's Tarot. Hi all of my new subscribers. I see you. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the club. I'm super duper excited to do a reading today for you guys. I just had like the most craziest maybe it's not that crazy. Never mind. I'm going to keep my personal business to myself. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, today's reading is what to expect. No. That's not what I was going to title it. What's going on in this connection, okay? So today I'm going to get the past, present, and future energy of your connection with your person, whoever you have in mind. I do want to say that the energies can be flipped if you feel like it resonates, a little differently. Definitely apply it as it resonates. This is for any gender, any, sexuality. It doesn't really matter. You guys know the drill, right? But I just want to give a disclaimer. What's another thing I want to say? I think that's about it. Actually, no, because I want you guys to tell me if I'm tripping, okay? And I've never done this before. I'm very private, but I really do want to know if I'm tripping before we get into these piles, okay? So, story time. If you are not interested in story time, don't worry. I have the pile selection timestamp in the description box. You can go straight to your piles, pick your pile, and go to your reading. But for those of you who are curious, okay. So I downloaded Hinge recently, right? And I matched with a guy, and we were talking, like having really great convo, going back and forth, cute little banter. It was real cute, right? So he was like, let's go do something, like, and I was like, cool. So we're supposed to go bowling. Now, on my Hinge, my name is Cupid. Why? Well, on all my social media, my name is Cupid. Why? Well, the first reason is because I'm an artist. I'm an artist, and I put my art first. I like to introduce myself by, with the art, right? And that's just what I prefer, And I feel like even if I'm on a dating app or whatever, that's still networking. I still get to meet people, talk to people, so it's like networking. So I go by Cupid on there. The second reason is because, like I said, I'm a private person, and I really don't feel like every single person I meet deserves to know me beyond my art name. And that's just me. Like, even if I'm going on a date, like, I feel like if on the first day I start to feel like I really like you, then I'll just tell you, like, okay, this is my name. Like, it's not a big deal. But I'm not, I like to reserve it for when I feel comfortable and I feel like, okay, I just want to tell you, I want you to know what my real name is. So I didn't really, to me it's not a big deal. So he was joking around. He was like, oh, so, am I going to learn your name? Like, do you have a real name? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, you can learn it. But I was like, I'm just joking. I'm like, you'll have to earn it, And he's like, earn it? And I'm like, yeah, LOL, Clearly joking around. Like, to me, it's lighthearted. But obviously, yeah, like, but I don't mean like, oh, you need to jump through hoops and loops. Like, just, like, give it time. Like, if we're gonna date, you're gonna know my name eventually. Just relax. So I text him today to confirm the time of our date, because we were supposed to go on a date today. And he texted me back. He's like, yeah, after thinking about it carefully, I just don't think we're gonna work out, but it was nice chatting with you. And I'm just sitting in my head like, whoa, what a switch up. And I'm thinking, like, is it because I said you'll have to earn my real name? And I feel like if that's the case, like, what type of entitlement must you have towards somebody you don't even know? You don't even know me. And like the name he gave me is a nickname also. Like, yeah, his nickname is like it's derivative of his real name, sure, but it's a fucking nickname. He didn't tell me his real name or his full name, his full fucking government name. So I just don't understand. And it's like, it's not even a big, like, it's not even really about him, because I was like really high key on the fence, and I didn't even want to leave the house today. I was going to cancel too, actually. But it's just kind of like the way that came off. Like, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think we're going to work. Why? Because I have a name that I go by. You know what I mean? And I also feel like, and I feel like my trans non-binary peeps, I feel like y'all are also gonna like understand, like, for some reason people act like you can't go by another name. Like, I honestly hate when I introduce myself as Cupid and people are like, you know, and this is mostly like guys, like they'll be like, so what's your real name? Am I ever going to learn your real name? Dude, you have a name to address me by. Why don't you start addressing me by that name? And then maybe we'll get there. Like, I have not even met this guy, and he's like judging me, I guess, because I have a preferred name that I want to go by. Like, it's just really like so, like I said, like the entitlement. Like, I feel like people really don't, I'm not even really blaming him. I feel like people don't really understand how entitled they feel when it comes to other people. People often, like, it's like when they perceive themselves in relationships and stuff, it's like they only see themselves in the scenario, not understanding that there's a whole nother person here. I'm an individual. I'm a whole nother person. I'm a human being. Just like I have to get to know you, you need to get to know me. And if I give you a name to address me by, first things first, you need to respect that name before you start worrying about what's on my fucking birth certificate. And I'm just going to end it there, because I'm not even trying to be mean or mad. I just feel like I said, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping. Like I said, I'm not really pressed about this date with him, because whatever, it's not a big deal. But I do, like, I just think it's like, is that weird? Like, anyway, let me know if I'm tripping, if you listen to this. If you didn't listen to this, that's fine, that's great. But I just want to know, like, am I going off the deep end? But I'm probably not, because I'm a Virgo and I'm very self-aware. But it's just it's so, I don't understand why people can't just let you be you. They have to, like, and it's like I said, before he even met me, you haven't even met me, and you're trying to dig up, you know, the name my mama gave me. Like, bro, like, should I be asking you, like, what's your full name? You gave me a nickname, so what's your full name? Like, I don't know you. Like, can I get to know you first and decide if I want to know you more? How about that? But anyway, on to the piles. Thank you guys for listening to me. Like I said, I don't usually do that, but thanks. So we have 3 groups. I do have seashells. So I collected a bunch of seashells when I was at the beach the past weekend. So I thought I would use them. And I mean, I have a lot. So you're going to see so many different shells in the next few videos. Even this one right here is a shell that I found. It's so big and extravagant. But anyway, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Of course, I am going to have a photo for you to pause and meditate on which group is for you. And I will see you guys at your reading, right? Timestamps in the description box below. So, welcome, group 1. This is your seashell. And we're going to get into the past, present, and future energy of your connection with your person and see what's going on. So let me just get myself situated. Okay. Spirit, I'd like to get the past, present, and future energy of Group 1's connection with their person. Two of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. And the Magician. Okay. All right. Interesting. Future energy, the Magician. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. So, you guys right now are, some of you are in a period of separation. And if not an outright separation, I do feel like you and your person are either not communicating as much, probably very infrequently. I do get a feeling of there are some resentments here with these wands. It's a lack of fulfillment is what I'm getting. The Two of Wands is in the past energy. So I feel like in the past, you and your person were, I don't want to say settling, but like I said, there was just this lack of fulfillment here. You or them had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It could have been very fun, but very safe, right? Either because you've known each other for a long time, or because there's just something there that makes you guys very familiar to each other. So, but at the same time, even though you were spending time together, it just was not giving either both of you. I feel like this is for both of you though, to be honest. Neither of you felt like you were actually where you wanted to be. Can I clarify the Two of Wands, please, Spirit? Uh-oh. Can I clarify the Two of Wands? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And can I get another card? Clarify the Two of Wands. The Hangman. Alright. So, I feel like in the past, both of you were kind of just waiting for something to happen. Either something better to come along in terms of like people or a connection or a place or whatever. Or you were just waiting for the connection to like be better or, you know, get better without really... When I see this Hangman here, it's like you were wanting it to get better and waiting and hoping for it to get better, but there seemed to be no real work put in to make it better. This is a very stagnant energy because I'm looking at this Wheel of Fortune and I see this woman sitting here and she's just sitting still with her back turned to this wheel. I don't always see it like that, but it is kind of like, I hope things, you know, get better. I hope something better can come along. I hope, you know, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to make any real movement. I do feel that one or both of you could have been clouded by some type of illusion here. Maybe, because like I said, I see this 1 foot out, right? Like you're ready to move on, or like there's one part of you ready to move on or knows that it's time to move on, but holding on to what you have with this person because you are hoping that, like, you're holding on to this connection in the past because you're clouded by the desire for it to work out, right? The idea that it can work out, that it can be, something greater. With this Two of Cups here, I do feel like this is somebody that you're very close, right? With this Two of Cups, somebody you're very close with. To me, I'm getting more platonic energy here. So it could have been that you guys were trying to date, or there was some type of situationship of various sorts, right? Because there's so many of them. But the energy between you is more of, it's more platonic than anything, which is part of why neither of you are actually grounded in this connection. There's a lot of fire energy here. So you or your person could be, so a Leo is, somebody's definitely a Leo out there for this pile. But if not a Leo, Aries and Sagittarius, I am seeing that. I do feel like there is some Gemini energy here. And then with this Pisces could be important. But I do get the fire very strongly. Okay, let's get into your present energy. So you have the Nine of Wands presently. So like I said, to me that means you guys are actually not talking, or you have very minimal communication. You, I do see in a sense you both are keeping an eye on each other. So nobody's that far away, but there is this energy of like resentment and keeping your distance. Okay, you guys may have actually broken up for some of you. Can I get one call? Can you clarify the Nine of Wands, please, Spirit? Uh-oh. Hold on, let me because I want everything on camera. Okay. All right. Actually, let me see how this looks on the camera. Pardon me. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, so I want to clarify the Nine of Wands. Can you clarify the Nine of Wands, please, Spirit? We have an Ace of Pentacles. Another card, please clarify the Nine of Wands. We have the King of Cups. Okay. So right now, with the current energy, one or both of you are in a place of trying to figure out your life, and that is really just why you guys are not communicating. I feel like for many of you, you and this person did break up or split up, or just somebody could have ghosted even. Like I said, there is this energy of keeping an eye on each other, but there's also just this tense energy here where you're doing this because you have to, not because you want to. This could be about boundaries as well. Somebody had to put some very strong boundaries in place. But I see now that both of you are more so working on yourself, right? Whether that's your career, your finances, your stability, but also like stability in emotions with this King of Cups. Working on being open to possibilities, not wearing your heart on your sleeve as much. You know, it's like, I like the King of Cups because he is kind of like that really interesting balance between being open and friendly and receptive, while also, like I said, having these very strong boundaries, because when you are a very receptive energy, you have to have a filter. So I always think of the King of Cups as like having this built-in filter, so he can take advantage of the opportunities and connections that he comes across. But he still holds his own. He still is in control of how he feels about things. And so that's what I'm getting here. It's like you both, I feel like this is a young group, but if not, I do feel like when you and this person were together in the past, it was codependent because you guys didn't really have a clear understanding of who you are, what you want. And this is what I'm getting for both of you. You didn't know what you really wanted or who you were. And so now you're in this energy presently of finding out who you are and creating a world / life that resonates with who you are, so that you can actually get what you want. And unfortunately, that does mean not being as close to this person anymore as you would want to be. Okay? But let's get into your future energy. So future energy, you do have the Magician, which I think is very good. To me, I'm hearing the word transmute. But let's clarify. Can we clarify the Magician spirit? Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. So you have, and then at the bottom of the deck here, we have Nine of Pentacles. So the Magician is clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, especially with this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I think it's very interesting because it goes from Two of Cups to Nine of Pentacles. So I see both of you going into, in the future being in a very independent energy. This Knight of Cups is sticking out to me because I do see a love coming in. And it could be with this person, but I'm definitely seeing that it's not with this person, okay? I'm seeing a love offer coming in that is more in line with what you're trying to build for yourself. Because like I said, with this, before it was this stagnant energy of just wanting things to happen. Now you're getting into this energy where you're working for things to happen. And with this Magician, the Magician is like this ultimate manifester. Your hard work is paying off. And I see this Knight of Cups being a love offer that is something that you've manifested. With this Ten of Pentacles, it's a part of your abundance that you have created for yourself. It's everything that you've worked for. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing short of what you deserve. And it's conducive to your growth, right? Because this Nine of Pentacles and then Ten of Pentacles, a nice progression. And I see a lot of self-love here. Just like a lot of putting yourself first. And this is for both of you. But you can apply this mostly to yourself since, like I said, I don't see you guys. I see you moving away from this completely, healing from this. I really don't feel like you and this person are together at all at this present moment. Even if you do have a little bit of communication with them, you're not together. But I do see you with this Magician and Nine of Pentacles being in a completely different mindset in the future where, and with these pentacles here, you could be an earth sign. This is interesting because there's like a lot of earth, water, fire, air. Okay, all the elements are here. All the elements are here. But I do feel like you could be an earth sign with this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Or you maybe have some interesting earth placements. I'm hearing more like Virgo, Taurus. Let me know. I'm not an astrologer. But yeah, I do feel like in the future, you're going to be moving past all of the resentment and the hurt and the just all the issues and the drama that came with this past connection. You're transmuting that energy and using it to fuel your fantasies so that you can make that real. I'm seeing you literally map out what it is that you want and deserve, and the universe rewarding you with that, okay? I am going to get a card for advice. I literally just decided to do advice, but I'm going to because I love doing advice. One card for advice for group 1. One card for advice for group 1, Spirit. Okay. Hearth. And then we have time here at the bottom of this deck over here. Pardon me, I'm going to Google the definition of hearth. The floor of a fireplace. But this picture does not look like the floor of a fireplace. The area in front of a fireplace. Okay, used as a symbol of one's home. Interesting. This is a picture of like a home. It's like a community. It's grounding. Okay. Your advice is to ground yourself in your community. Prioritize. I feel like you need to prioritize creating a space where you feel at home and a space where you feel loved. I feel like you need to really be prioritizing creating a space for you to properly manifest with love the things that you want in life and the types of people that you want in your life, right? Yeah. And then with this time at the bottom of the deck, I do feel this does make me think of transmutation again, where time, I don't want to say time heals, but time transforms, right? Time repurposes things. So when we allow time to pass and we look back at certain, like for example, physical structures, homes, boats, cars, if you leave something in one place long enough, over time, it becomes something else. It becomes a home for another family, or it becomes a jungle where trees and vines have overtaken the structure. Over time, things are repurposed. And so I do think this is about resourcefulness overall. How resourceful can you be with what you've been given? Everything is a tool. The pain, the happiness, the lessons, all of those things are tools for us to figure out how to use so that we can build the world that we want to live in. So I'm going to leave that there for group 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, go ahead and like this video. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you want to be notified whenever I post new videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell. If you would like to support my channel, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can book a private reading with me. Links for that are in the description box. You can head over to my shop and check out my shop. I'm an artist and I have some nice cool posters, and I do commission portraits if you're interested in that. And of course, I also have a donation link if you want to just donate a little something, something. That'd be really nice. I would appreciate it. So you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, Group 1. Group 2, you've chosen this cute little seashell. I'm going to put it right here. And we're going to get right into your reading. So I'm going to get your past, present, and future energies and your connection. Spirit, please give me the past. We have King of Cups. The Hierophant. The Empress. Interesting. Interesting. Well, before I even, and then we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So before I even, you know, get into anything, I do want to say some of you are going to get pregnant. If you're not trying to get pregnant, then either this isn't your group or you need to make sure you're using protection, which we should always be doing. But I'm going to clarify some things anyway. But that's just what I see with this future energy with the Empress. Somebody's going to get pregnant. But let's get into it. So your past energy, you have the King of Cups. Can I get some cards to clarify that, please? Interesting. Okay, so in the past, I do see with this Hermit here, clarifying the King of Cups, I feel like the past energy of this connection was very, I don't even know how to explain this. It's like, I'm definitely getting a lot of communication and connecting, but I feel like both of you are people who need time to be alone. Somebody is an earth sign. Yeah, somebody needs time to rest often, or they withdraw often to just regroup. Yeah, this Four of Swords wants to keep coming out. Maybe you couldn't spend that much time together due to work. Somebody works with a lot of people and they have to basically talk to people all day. And so I am seeing that the time you had to spend together was, I'm not seeing you guys hanging out like more than twice a week, basically. Maybe even less than that. Maybe once a week or once every couple weeks. Because I'm seeing somebody with a very busy schedule. And there's just, they need more time to rest. Can I get one more card to clarify the King of Cups? One more card, please. Clarify the King of Cups. Okay. We have a Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so something specific is coming out. Something specific is coming out. So if you don't resonate with this, I don't know what to tell you. You might need to pick another pile. But I am seeing that in the past somebody was either dealing with a divorce, recently divorced, or they were cheating on their spouse. Right. Yeah. Somebody was, but there's this other third person here that I'm getting energy of, and it seems like somebody, part of why they had to take some time, like you couldn't hang out as much, was due to this other person, whether that was you or them, taking time to deal with other personal affairs, and they kind of kept this to themselves. Like when they're with you, they're very like open. I mean, like I said, this could be you or them, but it's like when you're together, you're together. There's not really, it's like there's nobody's bringing outside stuff into the connection when y'all are together. But when you're not together, somebody is going through some marital things, I'm seeing specifically. Somebody was definitely cheating. There's some of you where somebody was definitely cheating on their spouse while in this connection. Others, this person was simply dealing with issues connected to a past connection, whether they're going through a divorce actively, or they are divorced or separated, and they have like, ex-spouse drama or court drama, maybe even like having a child. There could even be a child involved in this past connection. But I do see I do see that. If that's not the case for you, I also see that perhaps you and this person are married, but there's like a strain on the marriage, because somebody didn't have time for the other person because of work. That's what I'm saying. Okay. There's something lacking here in terms of emotional connection. This temperance here, to me, I feel like it applies for the entire past, present, and future. That's why I keep bringing up something about time, right? How you utilize your time, where you give your time and energy. There is a need for that to be balanced here, right? Somebody was waiting around to see the other person or get attention from the other person. But this other person was in their head. They were caught up with other things. They were caught up with other things. And they weren't being very open about it, is what I'm getting. So that's the past energy. I want to get into the present. You have the Hierophant. Can I get a clarification for the Hierophant, please? 3 of Cups. Ten of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I'm seeing something very specific. So I do feel like, now that I'm seeing this, in the past, somebody was definitely cheating or putting someone else on the back burner. There was another connection involved. I'm seeing here with the Hierophant, clarified by the Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords, is I see currently somebody is choosing one party over the other, and is possibly either getting a divorce or getting married with this Hierophant card. But whatever this is, whether they're getting a divorce or getting married, with this Ten of Swords, it's putting a much needed end to the third party situation that they've been in. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with family. So that's why I'm very inclined to say that this is about a marriage or a divorce. There's something about joining families, reuniting. The King of Swords wants to keep coming out. So I'm getting definite X energies here. Somebody is currently going through a divorce in this group. And they're doing this so that they can be happy more than anything. I do want to say, like I don't know, a part of me wants to say like they're getting this divorce so that they can be with the person they want to be with. But I think it's more so that they just, at the end of the day, they weren't happy with who they were with in the past, right? And meeting this new person only exacerbated it. Made them realize even more so that they're not doing what they want to do. They're not happy. They're not fulfilled. And I also am getting this energy of somebody getting tired of keeping secrets. I think with this Hermit here in the past energy, this is more so to me like keeping secrets, not for the sake of being secretive, but so that they can work these things out on their own in their head. Like, how do I balance this out? How can I, really trying to figure out the situation, but I'm not getting, even though infidelity is wrong regardless, but I'm not getting like a malicious thing. I'm getting somebody who really struggled with what the next steps were, and had to go within to figure out why were they doing the things they were doing, and what does that mean about themselves and what they need. And I see now there's the current energy is like actually doing something about it. Definitely seeking advice, seeking counsel. Somebody could be could have gone to a counselor, like a therapist, or they're currently still going to some type of therapist, but somebody had to seek outside counsel in order to figure out what to do. But of course, like I said, it's led them to finally put in some action to end this third party situation, to end the cycle, and get them, get them closer to their happiness. Now with the Empress here and the future energy, let me clarify it before I talk too much. Clarify the Empress for me, Spirit. Clarify the Empress for me, Spirit. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, you did get married. Or you are getting married currently, right? You're in this process of getting married. For others of you, I'm seeing you becoming single. Right? Being single in the future. feel like if you're not the party that is or was married, I do feel like for some of you, this person is going to choose their marriage. If you're not the one in the marriage, right? I feel like this person is going to choose their marriage, and you are going to be the one that goes and, you know, build yourself up independently, is what I'm saying here. With this Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, so some of you are definitely earth signs. All right, I'm getting lots of earth signs. Some of you are Virgos. With this Eight of Pentacles and the Empress, I do see you working on something that is more beneficial for you. With this Two of Pentacles, this is about priorities, right? You're getting your priorities in check. You're prioritizing yourself. Now, for those of you who, now, for others of you, I do see in the future that you will walk away from this pregnant. I don't know if you're pregnant with this other person. If you're somebody who can get pregnant. If you're not, you're gonna get somebody else pregnant. But I'm seeing somebody pregnant, but I'm not sure. I cannot see if this is a pregnancy with the person who impregnated this other person or not. But I do see for most of you, like I said, I'm seeing a very specific story. Like, I'm seeing a relationship that was kept secret from somebody else's partner, and currently they're in this place of ending this third party cycle is what I'm seeing. So in the future, I do see a lot of independence in the future. I see singleness. I see working on self and being self-fulfilled. You could have been the person who has kept a secret, okay? And you're like inquiring about what's going on here, okay? This is a really up in the air group because it seems very complex. But I do want to say that I do see if you're not married and this other person's married, I do see them choosing their marriage, okay? I see a very select few. There's a divorce happening, but for most of you, I do feel like this person's going to choose their marriage, and you're going to have to walk away from this with your head high, and putting yourself first. All right. I do want to get some advice, but let me see. Oh yeah, like I said, the Two of Pentacles, it's about priorities. Okay, Temperance, Two of Pentacles, it's about priorities, balancing things out. That there's a lot of imbalance here for this entire situation. Somebody was trying to divide their time all over the place, and it just wasn't working. It made things harder. And so this is about reorganizing and reprioritizing, and everybody, not just you, but also your person, everybody involved, getting their priorities straight and figuring and determining where they're going to put their energy, and and how where they're going to put their energy so that their actions can best serve them in the future. You know what I mean? But anyway, what's my advice for group 2? Time. Interesting. Then we have friendship at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So with friendship at the bottom of the deck, of course, I'm always inclined to say, ask your friends for help. Go to your friends. I also see this more so as make new friends. Somebody needs to make new friends. Get out more, And also, I'm hearing be a friend to yourself, which makes sense here with this Empress and this Queen of Pentacles. Being your own stability, putting your efforts into you, but this is about like, how do you treat yourself? You know, whether you need to be more of a friend to yourself, or you need to reach out to your friends more. I am seeing that somebody here kind of allowed themselves to get, you know, swept up in whatever this was, and lost themselves a bit. This with this time card, I do feel like this card to me is about how time transforms things, right? We walk away from something and come back and it's something else completely. I don't like to say time heals, because you know, maybe it does, sometimes it doesn't. But one thing's for sure is that over time, things transform. They become other things. And so I feel like your advice is to I feel like this is about you, right? Allowing yourself to transform. You could really be holding on to something here, that, like, holding on to something in yourself, a way of being, a way of thinking. You're holding on to this with like the hopes, I don't know, I'm not really sure, but it's like you're resisting this change that you're going through. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Like, in what ways are you resisting the passages of time? It could be also that this connection that you've had has overstayed its welcome, right? It's past time for it to end. And so that's why in this current energy, things are ending with the Ten of Swords, because it has exhausted itself. Okay, so it's time for things to transform. It's time for you to transform. And like I said, you need to be a friend to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself for any mistakes you've made. We all make mistakes. Just like I said, allow yourself to learn from those mistakes. When we allow ourselves to learn, we allow ourselves to change. We allow ourselves to transform. So ease up on the criticism, and reach out to people who are good for you, who do care about you, and spend time with them. And just like love on yourself is what I'm getting, okay? So that's all I have for group 2. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and like the video and make sure to leave a comment. If you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, definitely make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. And of course, if you would like to support my channel, there are a couple ways you can do that. I am open for private readings, so you can book with me. There's a link in the description box below. And I do have a shop open with all of my artsy products. I have some great posters. I'm a painter, so you can check that out. And I also have a donation link that is also in the description box below. So I will see y'all at the next reading. Bye. You've chosen this seashell here. We're going to get right into your reading. We're going to get the past, present, and future energies of you and your connection with your person, okay? Hello, Spirit. Can I please get the past energy for 3, this connection with your person? Uh-oh. Okay, so interesting. Okay. Can I just get one card? Okay, Spirit does not want to give me one card, so I can make a lot of assumptions, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. All right. So we have Seven of Swords. I'll get one card for the present energy of this connection. Queen of Coins. And Temperance. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Four of Swords. So, already I'm seeing with this particular connection, there's a lot of hardships, okay? I feel like for many of you, this was very draining. And it left you in this state of needing to regroup and prioritize yourself. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, regroup, right? Regroup and give back to yourself. I'm getting definitely some energy vampires because I'm looking at this Four of Swords and I'm seeing somebody needing to rest. But like needing it, like been through a lot. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and clarify and get more info. So can I clarify the Seven of Swords, please? Okay. So we got the Five of Wands and the Hermit here. Wow. I feel like with this person, this is somebody, you uncovered some secrets here with this person, right? With this hermit. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing somebody who did a little bit of snooping. And this could have been like very literal, like, you know, the Scooby Gang, like you were looking around for clues. Or it could have been more subtle, like you were just keeping your eyes peeled and, you know, taking time to really think through some things. But I feel like there was a lot of secrets that were uncovered here in this connection, and they were not good. I'm not seeing infidelity per se, but for some of you that could have been the case where somebody was cheating. But I do see a lot of lies and secrets. With this Five of Wands, I do feel like this led to a lot of conflict. Not just with this person, but with yourself. For some of you, this could have led to arguments, disagreements. I'm just getting somebody was doing something or planning something behind someone else's back. Like I said, I'm not getting specifically infidelity, But I am getting like, it's like you guys were not on the same page, and somebody was not open about that, and somebody else found out. And this led to some arguments. This led to some disagreements. And I see this is where the draining comes in. I feel like you or them, somebody, it could have been both, but there's this energy of trying to make it work or trying to find a common ground, but it just wasn't happening. You guys were just not on the same page. I'm actually going to clarify one more time. Can I clarify the Seven of Swords? One card. Just to get a little more information. This is a lot. Both decks want to just throw a bunch of cards at me. I feel like for many of this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of things that were that you guys just weren't on the same page about. I'm even hearing something about like how to make money, right? This is about money. This is about career. I'm seeing somebody may have wanted to travel, like move somewhere else. Somebody else didn't want to, but somebody was planning something behind somebody's back. It was very draining. I'm getting just annoyed thinking about it. But I do see that at one point this was a very harmonious connection. You guys were like in love at one point. I just want one more card, Spirit. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Two of Wands. Yeah. Somebody was planning on leaving. Either leaving the connection or leaving the... like leaving the area or leaving... There was something that somebody was planning on leaving something behind and wasn't telling another person. Sorry, guys. I'm just really thinking. It's... It's just this 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with travel and career. It could be one or the other, but both of those are out there. Somebody either wanted to travel, like take a job offer that required them to relocate, or somebody just wanted to relocate just because. But for others of you, if that's not resonating, I do feel like it was somebody was kind of playing around in the relationship. Like they were in the relationship, they weren't really in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get into this present energy with this Queen of Coins, because I feel like this is about you are now in the state of redirecting your focus onto your own coin, right? I'm getting a very literal Queen of Coins here. Like it's like you're at this mindset where you are ready to just do you and focus on you and build for yourself. Because I feel like in this past connection, you realize, okay, I can't rely on this person because this person, first of all, is not including me in their plans. But they also are making, like, they're making plans without me. Clarify this Queen of Coins, please. All right, we have Justice. I'm going to move some stuff around. Justice. Okay. Yeah. This is about doing what's right for you. I feel like there is Libra, Virgo on the table here. But it's like, can I get one more card, please? The World. Yeah, it's about, like, this is where you're like, okay, I didn't deserve that. That's what I'm hearing. I didn't deserve that. Now I'm going to make sure I am getting what I deserve. You have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You are prioritizing your happiness. You say, with this world here, it's like, you know what? I've had enough. I've put myself into this connection. I've been committed. I've been dedicated. I worked. I did what I needed to do. But here you are. Now this could be flipped, okay? This could be flipped. But I'm seeing this Hermit here. And then the current energy, I feel like you're the Hermit. You're the Virgo, right? You are the one who found out some stuff. But if it's flipped, then just flip it. But if you're the one who found out some stuff, I'm just saying, like, you're like, no. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. Do you? But I'm gonna play this game a little different now. I'm gonna prioritize me. I'm gonna make sure I get what I need, because I feel like this person was not 100% in this connection, right? At some point, they were not 100% in it, and they were making plans behind your back without you. They did not include you because they were not planning on bringing you into the future with them. And I see an energy vampire. This is somebody who was using your energy, using your output to put into something else, right? And that's why they have this Two of Wands, and they wanted to do more, but they like the stability you provided. Whatever you were providing them is what they were holding on to. And so now it's like you've broken free from this energy leech, right? No more leeching. No more freeloading off of your spirit. Yeah, you're just like, you're over it. I mean, honestly, all three groups, I would say, have been pretty good, like, in terms of just where people are now. Thinking about themselves, prioritizing their own growth. Seems to be like the major theme. But I am seeing that you are thinking bigger now. With this World card, you're thinking bigger. You're like, you know what? Like, that's why I was like, you're playing the game different. I'm not doing that no more. Now, it's like you're what's that phrase? Taking the bull by the horns. Like, I love doing readings in the morning because my morning brain is something else. But yeah, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna, you're gonna, fine. If you're gonna do you and make these plans and not include me and be shady, well, fine. I'm also, like, you're not saying you're also going to be shady, but you know what? I'm also going to make plans just for me. I'm also going to travel the world. I'm also going to, make sure I'm good, right? It's like you have this whole new perspective now, because you saw that when you were putting your energy into this other person, when you were putting your efforts into this connection, you saw you didn't get anything from it. In fact, you got something, but it was less than what you were worthy of, right? And so that's why this Justice is here, because you're seeing now, you know what? I'm not doing that no more. I'm worth more than that. So I'm proud of you. Let's see your future energy. I see Temperance here. Clarify temperance for me. We have the King of Wands. Ooh. And the High Priestess. I see. And then we have this Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I see. So this is about you and your... I don't want to say boundaries, but boundaries do play a part in this. But I think this is more about energy output, like where you put your energy. The King of Wands, to me, that represents like your passions, right? The drive that you have to go towards the things that you really want. And then the High Priestess is like almost the opposite of that. That's the intuition. And so I feel like it's about you being able to, what's that word? Discern, right? If something is worth your time and energy, is what I'm seeing here. So in the future, I see you being extremely balanced in your perspective, right? You're learning from this experience where you were being drained, and you're going to get to a place where you'll be able to properly discern if something is going to be draining or not, and also how much, right? How much of myself am I going to give to this? Because it's not always that you shouldn't give to something, but sometimes we overgive, right? We we just overdo it because we are either excited or we want to control it, because, there's all these reasons why we overdo it. But this is you getting to a point where you can say, you know what? I'm only going to invest this much of me because that's how much this is worth. I'm still interested in it, but I'm not going to devote myself 100% to every single thing, because your intuition here with the High Priestess has learned its lesson, is able now to see that, if an investment will be too much, if that makes sense. But anyway, I think this looks really good. I'm going to pull a card for advice for you, Group 3. What's your advice? What's the advice for Group 3, Spirit? What's my advice for Group 3? One card. Okay. Discovery. Ooh. And at the bottom of the deck, we have celebration. Yeah. So your advice is to... how do I interpret this? Like, enjoy the journey is what I'm getting here with the celebration at the bottom of the deck and the discovery. It's like, enjoy the thing. Like, you're about to, or you already are embarking on a great, great journey of self-discovery and self-love and happiness. And part of the journey are the stops along the way. It is the things that we learn about ourselves along the way. And I'm hearing that embrace those moments and celebrate every little victory, celebrate every little discovery about yourself. Like in a video game, every time you level up, that is something worth celebrating. That's something worth, taking time and saying, you know what? I deserve to be here. I deserve this accomplishment. I'm elevating. Every time you beat, whatever challenge or learn whatever lesson, you're evolving. And these are, I feel like I'm like rambling, but these are my favorite cards to do advice for because I just love, it's called the Pear Tree Oracle. I love the Pear Tree Oracle. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Your advice is to just know that no matter what, you are elevating, you are pushing forward, you're leveling up every single time. And even when there are these setbacks, you don't step backwards, right? There are setbacks, yeah, quote unquote, but you're not digressing, or I mean regressing. Every time, everything that happens to you is pushing you forward and aiding in your development. And I also wanted to let you know that there are more beautiful things ahead. Because I'm looking at this discovery in the world, there are more beautiful things ahead. And the more you celebrate your growth and acknowledge it, the more you invite these beautiful things to come in and bless you. Okay? So that's all I have for you today, Group 3. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment also if you want. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, make sure to subscribe and ring my notification bell. And of course, if you want to support my channel, there are a couple ways you can do that. You can book a private reading with me. The link for that is in the description box below. You can also check out my shop on my website. I have some awesome posters and t-shirts on that if you would like to check it out. And of course, I do have my donation link if you just want to send a little something something. That would be really nice. I will always appreciate it. And that's all. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'll catch you at the next reading. Bye.